All right, I'm going to get into it. First off, I want to welcome everyone to our virtual awards ceremony. I want to thank you all for being here. And before we begin, I just want to share a few notes. So first, we have some fewer awards this year than normal. Usually each year has a program award winner. We give department-wide newcomer awards and other honors that are specific to athletic performance. We've scrapped those this year since so many teams had no competitive seasons. We've also been in the process of trying to be more thoughtful about what and who we celebrate in our department. Athletic achievements are important, but we want to be intentional in honoring those who do more than score goals or points or win matches, games, or races. We want to celebrate students' commitment to teammates, to the department, and to the school. And with that in mind, we put in place a new nomination and voting process for our Student Athlete of the Year honors. There were some positives to this process and some issues that we'll have to iron out in the future. But thanks to everyone who participated in those processes. Next, for the award ceremony this year, we've asked people to pre-record videos. And I'm grateful to everyone who responded to my requests during one of the busiest time of the year. So you'll hear from some of the coaches, captains, and teammates who've been important to you during your time at Bard. And the normal in-person end of the year banquet, it's just one of the many things that we've missed out on this year. I don't want to harp on what a hard year this has been. You all know that. It's been difficult for everyone in some ways that are universal and in other ways that have hit some members of our community particularly hard. Instead, I want to focus on the future. Shared experiences are what bring us together, and especially difficult experiences. Whether it's family, close friends, or teammates, we form bonds that allow us to depend on each other and to know we can ask for help. We in Bard Athletics have gone through a lot this year. The pandemic, obviously a big part of that. Quarantining, playing in masks, struggling to meet socially and get to know each other. But also we've been reckoning with racial injustice, gender bias, and discrimination in many forms. So many of you have worked so hard to push our department and our school and our community forward to address inequity and improve the experience for everyone. This has been a painful process, again, for some much more than others. But a shared commitment to improvement is what athletics are all about. We want to keep getting better. We do the hard work in preseason because we know we'll see the results of that effort paying off further down the line. You all did the work this year in the hopes that next year will be better. So I hope we can take these lessons into next year. We haven't solved all our problems, but we do have a new perspective. We've formed bonds that will help us be better students, athletes, coaches, friends, and teammates. We're ready to move forward. There will be changes. Students are graduating, first years are joining us, staff may leave, and new people will arrive. But those who went through the hardship of this year on our campus can carry those experiences into building stronger teams, a better department, and trying to become the best version of each and every one of us. To the seniors who are graduating in less than 2 weeks, thank you for everything you have done for our department. Many of you have done so much with no recognition, all while missing out on your final year of competition. Know that you are appreciated and loved, and that we will miss you next year, but that you are and will forever be part of our community. We're excited for you to come back next year to cheer on our teams in person on the sidelines or in the stands. And now on to the awards. First up, it's the Christina R. Tarcell Athletics Award, given to the student athlete who exemplifies the spirit of sportsmanship and service to the athletic program. Here's Roger Nesbitt.
Hi, I'm Coach Nesbitt. I am here to present the Chris Tarcell Award. This award goes to Katie Esposito. She has played #1 singles and doubles here at Bard for the last 4 years, all 4 of her years. She is somebody who gives 100% out on the court. Somebody who, no matter what the score is, she's always upbeat. The same goes for practices. She's very encouraging to the other players on the team, and very helpful in whatever way she can be. And so Katie, we just want to say congratulations, and we wish you all the best in your future. Thank you.
Congratulations, Katie, a 3-time recipient of the award and truly deserving of the honor. Next up is the first of our Student Athletes of the Year. We've changed our process for that award, and we've had an open nomination process and then a vote by students and staff in the department. We ended up with 5 recipients, and they'll be introduced one by one, starting here.
Hi, Christina. First and foremost, I wanted to congratulate you on your award. I truly can't think of anyone more deserving than you are. You're one of my best friends and one of the smartest, most honest, caring, generous, hardworking, and responsible people that I've ever met. You've made amazing accomplishments both on and off the basketball court, from scoring 1,000 points in record time, to your contributions to Bard EMS, SAC, and your continual advocacy for mental health in Bard athletics. You should be very proud of yourself. We're all very, very proud of you. Also, Evan, Spencer, and I wanted to thank you for finally cleaning your room. You should be proud of yourself for that too. We're proud of you for that. Congratulations, Christina.
Thanks, Andrew, and congratulations, Christina. I know that we all benefit from your commitment to other students, and as Andrew said, for thinking of the mental health and the support networks for all the student athletes at Bard. So congratulations. Next up, I actually have the honor of being able to present the Coach Andrew Mccabe Memorial Award. This award is deeply personal to me. I came to Bard 5 years ago, just a few months after my good friend Andy Mccabe passed away. He was the soccer coach here at Bard, and I'd known him for about 15 years at that point, first as a coach and then later as a colleague and a friend. Andy was a weird dude, and Bard was a perfect fit for him. So this award is given in Andy's honor to a student athlete who demonstrates the same audacity, originality, diligence, and commitment as Andy did in his role as both a coach and a mentor. This year's recipient is Raynor Turin. I've gotten to know Raynor over the last 3 years on the cross-country team, and just about everything about him is distinctive. He's got an odd stride, an uncommon fashion sense, and a unique perspective on the world. Raynor often had his camera at practices or meets, including the time he brought a huge, heavy relic of a camera to a championship race at St. Lawrence. The other thing that's always impressed me about Raynor is that as we stood by the picnic table and waited for practice to begin, it seemed like every single person who walked by knew Raynor by name and wanted to say hello. Every conversation I've had with Raynor has brightened my day, and that seems to be true for so many others as well. It should also be said that Raynor has become a strong runner. My favorite race of his being the 2019 NCAA Regional, where he ran a personal best time, minutes faster than his previous record, despite a wind chill that was below 10 degrees. I think he also had his giant camera at that race and got some pretty cool photos there too. So congratulations, Raynor, and thank you for all you've given to me, to your teammates, and to the program. The next up is our second Student Athlete of the Year award.
I would like to congratulate Duhita Das for being nominated Student Athlete of the Year. I can honestly say that Duhita has been such an influential leader on this campus, especially within the athletics department. You know, being her co-captain, I've seen her be such a great teammate, a great friend, a great communicator, and just making sure everyone feels welcome. You know, and she not only works hard on the court, but she also works so hard off the court, you know, and helping spearhead such impactful change on this campus. Like, she's the head of the Scale project, where she helps provide books for students who may not afford it, and she's on all these different types of committees and helping bring about equity and justice on this campus. And the work she's done has been amazing, and I admire everything that she's done. And, you know, I would like to thank her for being such a great friend to me and just everything that she's done.
Thank you, Katie, and congratulations, Duhita. I know I appreciate the work that you've done both inside and outside our department to create a more equitable environment here and help me see some of the things that we need to do to allow for greater participation and inclusivity in athletics. Next up, we have a pair of coaches presenting the Charles and June Patrick Scholars.
Hi, everyone. Andy Salvatore, the head baseball coach, here to present the award for the Charles and June Patrick Scholarship. This award is given every year to a student athlete who not only helps with the general welfare of the athletic department and college community, but also just shows great dedication to the athletic department as a whole. This year's winner, to me, was really the first person that came to my mind when reading the definition for this award. And in the tough year to be a student athlete, not only at Bard, but in general, you know, this person really stood up and helped in a number of different ways throughout the athletic department and within our team as a whole. This year's winner is Justin Fuman. Congrats, Justin.
Hey everybody, Coach D here from women's basketball. Excited to announce one of this year's Charles and June Patrick Scholar Award winners. This award is given to a junior who's shown outstanding dedication and leadership to moving Bard athletics forward. I'm excited to announce one of this year's winners is Christina Kaiser. Christina is a SAC officer is a leader of several subcommittees, as well as a TA, bio tutor. She works in the dean's office. She's an academic award recipient, as well as her numerous awards from basketball. She was first team All Liberty League last year. She's the first one to practice, last one's out. She's in my office constantly with ideas on things we can do and is truly dedicated to moving Bard athletics forward. She's coming back for another year, and I'm excited to see what she does on the court, in the classroom, and across Bard.
Congratulations, Christina and Justin. And now I'd like to turn the ceremony over to Justin himself, since he has served this year as the Student Athlete Advisory Committee President. So here's Justin.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2020-2021 Bard College Athletic Awards Ceremony. As some of you know, my name is Justin Fuman. I'm a member of the baseball team and current president of Bard's Student Athlete Advisory Committee. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. I didn't think there'd be many people here since there's no food. Sorry, bad joke. Anyway, before I start, I'd like to thank our coaches and staff for the work they've done in helping us get better at our craft. I also want to acknowledge David Lindholm. Thank you for stepping in as the interim athletic director for the second half of the school year. All right, where do I start? When I had to sit down and write this speech, I was drawing blanks. I thought to myself, what do people want to hear? This is supposed to be about athletics. What's there to say if there weren't any games? Events were few and far between, with the exception of practices. No one got to see fans in the stands, hear their friends heckle the opposing team, get the adrenaline from a crowd rooting for you. Still, we've managed to make the most of our seasons. Some teams capped off their practice schedule with inter-squads or competitions against Vassar, giving them a chance to acknowledge their seniors and their dedication to the program. Many of you actively participated in other initiatives with the extra time, such as hosting webinars, being a member of COSA, or doing community work in the graveyard. Some of you even had cold water balloons thrown at you for fun on the turf. Now, there's a common theme here. All of these opportunities were available to you because you're an athlete, but you chose to go above and beyond what's asked of you. In the classroom, many of you have received recognition for your brains, and I don't think it gets enough attention. The cross-country teams earned all academic status as a whole. Countless of you have received this status individually, not just this year, but every year. 4 squash players were even recognized by the College Squash Association and received a Scholar Athlete Award. It's impossible to understate these accomplishments, so I just wanted to personally congratulate you guys. This year has taught us important things about ourselves as athletes, ourselves as an organization. We're all part of the same department. There's some cohesion among us. Sometimes the individuality of our athletic teams overlooks this. Being in the bubble of a specific program, you may find it easy to be untroubled about problems around you. Maybe someone is wronged, but they're on a different team, so it doesn't affect you. Maybe you're fortunate enough to ignore it. Maybe because you don't see it personally, it doesn't grab your attention. Out of sight, out of mind. Maybe it's only a story to you, even though it's a lived experience for someone else. We all have our own bubbles, especially during the pandemic. But this is our community, our specific environment that we own. There would be no department without us. The objective of COSA helped many understand the power we have in shaping our environment for the better. We're responsible for holding those accountable when people in our environment experience injustices. Just as a teammate might call you out for being a ball hog, or your coach yells at you for leaving the bucket of balls at Clarkston, it's our duty as members of the athletic department to make sure we all hold the same values of inclusivity and speak up. COSA has been a catalyst for numerous working groups to make our department better for Bard's athletes, now and in the future. To those who have realized there are things bigger than our bubbles and have participated and continue to participate in COSA, thank you. In reflecting on this past year, I came to realize something. We play a game that can be taken from us at any moment. We all love it, or else we wouldn't be here. It can be great. You hit a contested game-tying 3 and send it to OT. It could suck. You strike out to end the game and playoff hopes are lost. Either way, you have your best friends by your side. At the end of the day, it's not what you do, but who you do it with that matters. Congrats to everyone for making it through the year and showing your resiliency through it all. I appreciate you all for being a part of our program. Thank you.
Thanks, Justin. Very well said. And I'm grateful to you for all your work and leadership within SAC. I also want to say SAC gives out an annual award. Every year this award is decided on by SAC, and in the past it's gone to a staff member, either inside or outside of our department. This year the group took a vote and decided to go in a different direction, and here to present that award is another member of the SAC leadership, Christina Kaiser.
The Sac Collaboration Award is given yearly to an individual who works for the betterment and enrichment of the student-athlete experience. This year's award recipient is Morenike Fabii for her contributions to the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. Congratulations, Nike, and thank you for all of your hard work.
Congrats, Nike. I know your work has helped our department in many ways this year, and I'm excited to keep working with you next year and beyond as we make improvements to our department. So congratulations and thank you. Next up is our third Student Athlete of the Year award.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to congratulate my best friend, Katie Esposito, on her nomination for Student Athlete of the Year. Katie is the definition of what it means to be hardworking, compassionate, and a friend to all. She once told me that her biggest goal is to be a resource to anyone and everyone. She embodies this wholeheartedly by being a captain of the tennis team, a leader of the basketball team, a lead PC, a PC in the past, and you see her everywhere on campus. She's always running around. If you hang out with her, be prepared to say hi to everyone. She is literally the friendliest person I know. This will serve her well when she moves across country to start her new job. I could say so much about Katie, but I will end by saying you deserve this so much. You are going to do great things. I love you.
Thank you, Kate, and congratulations, Katie. I know you've made a huge impact on your teammates and on the department as a whole. And one of my favorite memories as a Bard fan was the 2 free throws that you hit just before the buzzer to win that game at Caltech last year. So congratulations. Next up, we have 3 of our coaches presenting the Dr. James Bradvig Achievement Award.
Hi, Reedy. Congratulations on being selected as a recipient for the Dr. James Bradvig Achievement Award. Everything you've done over the last 4 years, you have made a significant contribution, not only in the classroom, but to your teammates, the sport, your own game, and in the last 12 months, particularly to the department. So congratulations, good luck for the future, and we in the department are very proud of you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Coach Nesbitt. I'm here to present to one of the recipients of the Dr. James Bradvig Achievement Award. This award goes to Duhita Das, who is on the women's tennis team. She has many roles as a leader here at Bard. I'm going to just name a few. One of them being she is the president of the Economics Club. She's been president since her sophomore year. Another thing that she has done is she co-heads the Scale Project. She has been heavily involved in many other activities on campus also, but she's always been very helpful for the team, knowing a lot of knowledge about Bard and different programs that are going on. And Duhita, we just congratulate you on this, and we wish you all the best in your future. Thank you.
Colin Schroeder is the recipient of the Dr. James Bradvig Achievement Award for the academic year 2020-2021. Congratulations. Colin has demonstrated senior leadership and commitment to the Department of Athletics. Colin, it has been an honor and privilege to be a part of your 4-year journey at Bard as a student and a member of our men's volleyball team. You have shown tremendous growth as a player and more so as a leader, and someone that everyone on the team and I could always count on. Your relentlessness and pursuit to be better and to always improve is remarkable and infectious. I am grateful that I was able to experience it. I have learned a lot from you, and I know that anywhere you go, you will be successful and do great things. Thank you, and I wish you all the best in your future.
Thanks, coaches, and congratulations to the award recipients. Next up, we have our 4th Student Athlete of the Year.
seeing you here. Do you have a second to talk about Justin Fuman? If so, come, follow me. I understand Justin is to really understand his favorite places on campus. This is Justin's truck. Does his economics homework and checks people in as they come by. This is really his favorite spot on campus. Despite my begging and pleading, they would not let me in at this hour, but you can often find Justin here. He's in the 3+2 economics program at Bard College, currently pursuing his master's. Very hard worker, very smart.
Wakey wakey, we're here in Justin's bed. He likes to leave his room unlocked, but as you can see, his room, like his body, is a temple. In all seriousness though, Justin, congratulations on this award. You're one of the most deserving people I know. You're so smart, kind, funny, passionate about the game, passionate about your teammates. You were the person I stayed with on my overnight when I came here to Bard, and one of the reasons that I came here. And you really make sure to take the time to make everyone feel special and welcomed, and I can't think of anyone who's more deserving than you.
Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Andrew, for putting that together. I also want everyone to know that we cut that video down for length. So if you want the full director's cut, you should reach out to Spencer or Andrew Roberge. But thank you both for that, and congratulations, Justin. Next up is the Seth Goldfein Memorial Scholarship.
I have the pleasure to announce this year's recipient of the Seth Goldfein Memorial Scholarship. It is granted to a scholar athlete who exemplifies what it means to be a leader through their academic and athletic work. I have had the privilege of being the teammate of this year's recipient both on the soccer field and at the track, and this past year have had the joy of being her coach. She is not only a strong and impactful athlete, but she is a deeply involved Bardian. She's a double major in studio arts and mathematics. She's been a SITSI fellow. She was camp coordinator of, and she heads the TLS project Bard Math Circle, where she inspires and empowers kids in their love of math. This year, the Seth Goldfein Memorial Scholarship goes to Felicia Flores. Felicia, through every challenge you have faced, I see you find your own strength to come out the other side better. Your resilience, perseverance, and commitment in everything you do is exceptional. I think you are deeply deserving of this award, and I look forward to what you accomplish next.
Congratulations, Felicia. Your academic, athletic commitment, those achievements are considerable, and I'm so excited for your future here at Bard and beyond. I'd now like to take a moment to introduce Dr. Johann Sablo. He has shared a speech with our department. Johann has been a really steady hand and a guiding force for me personally and for many of us in the department this year. And I'm really grateful that he was able to take some time to share this video with us. So here's Dr. Johann Sablo.
Dear Raptors, approximately a year ago, I joined the Bard College team. Thank you for an exciting, very, very exciting first year as your Dean of Inclusive Excellence. Thank you, Raptors, for the honor and privilege of serving as your inaugural Athletic Diversity and Inclusion Designee, the ADID. The NCAA established the ADID role so that every institution would have someone from outside of the athletic department to champion those DEI efforts, someone to speak candidly about issues without concern for intra-departmental dynamics. Know that I have done that. I have done that a lot. I've done workshops and trainings and readings. I've heard your stories. I remain even more committed to moving the needle forward towards greater equity in our athletic programs. As I reflect upon my first year at Bard College, I do so acknowledging that the NCAA launched this ADID role at a very timely juncture in Bard's journey. I can say that there is much work to do, but tonight we celebrate you. The NCAA lists among its core values the virtues of fairness, teamwork, and integrity. And in just 1 year as a Bardian, I have seen you, our student athletes, demonstrate all of these characteristics. Fairness, The dictionary includes within this definition just treatment without discrimination. In the spirit of fairness, you spoke up when you felt the concerns of your peers were not being heard. White athletes spoke up in support of athletes of color. Male athletes spoke up in support of an equitable environment for female athletes. Cisgender athletes spoke up in support of equity for their transgender brothers and sisters, and heterosexual athletes spoke up in support of their same gender-loving teammates. In my 1 year of service, I have seen Raptors engage in fairness. Teamwork, defined as a combined action of a group of people. You naturally display teamwork on the field or on the court in your chosen sport, but this year teamwork was exemplified in additional ways. Teamwork, the research that was done to compile a list of demands for the college to enhance the DEI climate in athletics, that was teamwork. Teamwork was the declaration that none of you would practice until you felt as though the administration had heard your demands for a more equitable Bard. Yes, Raptors, know that your concerns were heard, and we saw it through your teamwork. The final NCAA rule and value is integrity, moral principles, moral uprightness. Integrity was demonstrated in the requests that you made. Acknowledgement for pain that was felt and caused. Enhanced training on racism, Title IX concerns. Equitable responses when there are allegations of misconduct. More diverse staff to mentor you, to guide you, to coach you, not just in your sport, but about life. Know that I heard you. Know that we heard you. We will continue to work with the 122 external consultants to provide a neutral and unbiased evaluation of our DEI efforts with recommendations to move forward. Multiple working groups have been meeting to ensure long-term improvements in those areas where you have expressed concerns. The President's Commission on Racial Justice and Equity is concluding a year-long effort. We have been working very diligently to put forward recommendations that will enhance the entire campus climate, not just athletics, but your classrooms, your residence halls, the student center, all that we can in your Bardian experience. The ADID position now has the support of Kate Hofstad, who has been assigned to help move the needle forward in the athletic DEI space. I'm diligently pressing the Liberty League to establish a consistent protocol response for any acts of racism that occurs during any league play. This is important so that anytime a bias incident occurs, every athlete is assured of a swift, transparent, and consistent response regardless of what school you are at. A new Title IX coordinator has been named. The role has been expanded to include civil rights investigations for acts of racism. An additional position has been added to my office to support DEI programming throughout the entire campus. And our alumni, your alumni, have pledged to further support these efforts by funding a DEI position that is fully engaged with supporting and engaging student voices. You'll be happy in the classroom. Next year, approximately a dozen new faculty of color have been added to our personnel complement. They were hired because they were experts and scholars in their field. That is why they were hired. Yes, we are strengthening our resources to move forward in a phenomenal direction. Thank you, Bard, for letting us know and sharing your voice. In closing, Bard College acknowledges that the work of anti-racism is not a student responsibility. It is ours. As a student athlete, you have a much different role. We need for you to ace every exam, paper, quiz that is put in front of you. We want our faculty to see the discipline of a student athlete. We need for you to be campus leaders, not just in Stevenson, but throughout the entire campus, so that you naturally fill those stands when we return to competition. I want you to feel as though you can focus on your responsibility to hit every home run, to sprint, to score goals, to ace on the tennis courts, to jump hurdles, to spike and kill in volleyball, so that you can show the strength, the power, and the resilience of a Bard Raptor. Congratulations to all who are being recognized this evening, and Bard College Raptors, job well done.
Thank you, Kahan. Thank you so much for your time and efforts, Dr. Sablo, for sharing this with our department. Your presence, your words, and your work make so many of us stronger and more optimistic for the future here at Bard. Now we have our final Student Athlete of the Year recipient.
Congratulations to Reedy Behel for this nomination. Over the past 4 years, I've known you as a math tutor, a lab partner, a PC, a squash captain, and a close friend. And these are just the ways that you've affected me personally. Between being treasurer of the student body, a prominent member of COSA, and a research assistant for the school, you've had such a strong effect on the team, on the Bard athletic community, and the Bard community as a whole. And I speak for a lot of us when I say that we're going to miss you so very much next year. So congratulations.
Thanks, Jackie, and congratulations, Riti. I feel lucky that I was able to work with you in squash a few years ago, but I'm also so grateful for the conversations and the counsel you've provided to me and to our staff this year. You've changed my perspective on many things, and I'm thankful to you for all of that. Next, I'd like to invite Stephanie Carrington to honor our Scholar Athletes of the Year.
Hi, everyone. I have the privilege of announcing this year's Scholar Athlete Award recipients. In order to be eligible for this award, student athletes must have maintained a GPA of 3.85 or better, and they must have moderated in the fall of 2020 or before. That's a pretty impressive achievement, even in a normal year at Bard. So congratulations to those of you that were able to maintain those high academic standards throughout this pandemic. The award recipients are Wyatt Alger, Lyle Andari, Riti Ball, Shuang Kai, Natasha Cameron, Henry Chang, Siren Chen, Felicia Flores, Emmanuel Grenier-Benoit, Jackie Lerman, Alex Lucier, Andrew Roberge, Frank Rubicki, and Vishrut Tiwari. Congratulations to all of you, and best of luck, seniors, as you move on from Bard.
And now our Team Scholar Athlete Award.
I'm Rob Culp, Professor of History, Chair of the Social Studies Division, and Faculty Athletic Representative. I'm joining you today to present the Team Scholar Athlete Award. This award is presented each year to the team with the highest GPA. This year's award goes to the women's squash team. Please join me in congratulating them on their commitment to academic work and their success this year. Congratulations.
That's the second straight year that the women's squash program has won that award. Congratulations. I also just want to say the individual scholar athletes and the team awards, these are so important, and I remain incredibly impressed at your ability to balance all that you do here at Bard. I know that so many of our coaches, honestly, we have these conversations a lot, how blown away we are that you're able to do this, to maintain those high GPAs, because I know for a lot of us, we were just struggling to keep our heads above water when we were in college. And so we're always impressed with your achievements. Finally, I wanted to mention that our Student Athlete of the Year voting, like I say, was new this year. And while we have 5 deserving recipients who you've already seen, it became clear to me throughout the process that we have so many students who should be recognized. All of our nominees received votes from both students and staff, and there were many others who weren't nominated but could and should have been. To read the achievements of these students is impressive. You can go back and read those nominee forms in the emails that we sent out about voting. But I also wanted to make sure that we recognize many more of you who were nominated. Here's some of that information. Here you go.
Abigail has been an amazing roommate, teammate, and friend over the course of our time at Bard.
The first word that comes to mind when I think of Molly Devine is perseverance. That woman is tough as nails.
Josh is a person that everyone can count on and not to worry whether he will come through or not.
I first knew Claire very briefly as a teammate at the track, where she very nearly beat the school record in the 400 meter, literally tenths of a second off the mark, an event I personally know the pain of.
I absolutely loved getting to watch you play lacrosse and share the field with you over the years.
The game seems to come so naturally and effortlessly to you.
Jordan is the epitome of a student athlete. He takes care of business both on and off the field.
Natasha Cameron is a true three-sport athlete at Bard College. Recruited as a swimmer, she's also become an integral member of the cross-country and track and field teams here.
Amelia has been a consistent contributor both on and off the soccer field. She has been recognized for her all-academic honors in the Liberty League.
Manuel carries one of the top GPAs in the department and has completed the last 3 semesters with a 4.0.
For those who don't know, Allie is one of the most key players on our team and is such an incredible defender.
You really deserve it. You're an amazing volleyball player. You're an incredible teammate. You're so dedicated.
It has been a joy to know her and play soccer with her over the past 4 years. She's a dedicated athlete in both soccer and tennis.
At practices, she is always working hard and focused on improving her skills, while also being friendly and supportive towards other teammates.
I have never met a selfless, caring, and humble person like you before in my life.
There's an old coaching saying that teams take on their personalities of their coach, but this year, our team took on the personality of its captain.
Your nomination comes as no surprise to me, as you're a very giving and kind teammate on and off the field.
I first met Anel this past year, and I instantly could feel his energy and passion for not only volleyball, but for the team.
Spence really does everything for us, both on and off the field, is a model member of our team.
She has an infectious laugh and an undeniable sense of enthusiasm that she carries with her to games, practices, and classes.
But injury, surgery, rehab, injury, surgery, rehab, injury, surgery, rehab, it seemed like something she was constantly going through. But Molly never quit. Molly never gave up.
Josh is selfless. He means a lot to our team, athletic department, Bard community, and to me that I could not describe with words.
This past year, I have gotten to know her better as her coach on the soccer field. She's a joy to work with and see every day.
He's a mentor for the younger players in our program, somebody that everybody looks up to for advice.
Last week at the Liberty League Track and Field Championships, Natasha ran personal bests in both the 800 and the 1500 to finish in top 8 in both events.
She has been actively engaged in COSA and SAC, has been an intern with election at Bard, and currently works 2 on-campus jobs.
Before the pandemic, had interviewed to be a tutor with the BPI program, and has done work with admissions with podcasts explaining the entrance exam and experience as an international student.
Besides her technical skill and ability, she's also such a fun and energetic presence on the team and constantly is making people laugh and smile.
You are really just so kind to everyone, and I love you so much. Congrats.
She's a supportive and hilarious teammate, always bringing a laugh, and this past year was heavily involved in COSA, working to make the department better for everyone.
She's probably one of the smartest people I know and has contributed to our community by being a part of the contact tracing team here at Bard and also when she is at home.
The standard you set when you came on the field with us, both on and off the field, for the many young student athletes that we have was amazing. There are so many players on our team that have learned so much from you.
John's always been a leader in the program, but this year he really emerged as more. He was the heart and soul of everything we did this year.
Not only are you incredibly intelligent, but you're a very strong leader that others have no issue with connecting with.
He doesn't settle for anything, and he wants to get better and better with each opportunity that he has in the gym.
Was an all-academic team member this year, but also had a great year on the field, had a 448 batting average in conference.
So yeah, Abigail's a wonderful gal. I love you, dude, and congratulations again.
This fall, she played an incredibly important role with our team as a liaison for COSA.
Left Bard for 2 years to serve his country, came back and again made an immediate impact through his leadership, work ethics, and pursuit to always improve himself and everyone around him.
Claire, you're a wonderful person to know, an inspiring student, a great athlete, and an excellent teammate.
It's been a pleasure to have him in our program for the last 4 years.
She's also made her mark on a Liberty League level, being the highest scoring female swimmer ever in Bard's history.
You make your teammates better players for being around you and better people for knowing you.
As a student athlete, Amelia has earned the respect and trust of her peers and continues to engage her positive efforts into the Bard community.
Above all else, he carries himself to an incredibly high standard, and he holds his teammates to a high standard as well.
She is the best teammate on and off the field, and also the best friend and roommate. Congrats again, I love you so much.
It's been said that she often flies under the radar, but it's also been said that she's the best of Bard, and I agree.
Emma Tilly will always be the best student athlete because she never gives up and always has a smile on her face.
Congratulations, John. You are a shining example of what Bard is.
As well as an on-base percentage of over 500. So, I mean, being on base, half the time is a really hard thing to do, and Spencer was able to do that for us in the games that mattered most.
Congrats, Angel. I can't wait to continue to be playing with you, man, and to watch the impact that you'll have on me, the team, and the Bard community as a whole.
I know you're dying to get back out on the field, and I can't wait to watch you and cheer you on when you do. Love you, yo. Congrats again.
Know that you have a volleyball family and a soccer family here that loves you very much, and you'll always have a home here.
Congratulations again. I can't wait to see where everything takes you. Yay!
Thank you, and thanks to all the students. Congratulations, everyone who's nominated, and like I say to those who could have been or should have been and who weren't, I'm so impressed with all the students in our department. So thanks also to for everyone who provided those videos. I know it's been a busy time. Thanks to Jim Sheehan for putting that video together and all of this tonight. I also want to encourage you, if you made those videos, send them directly to the nominee, because we did have to cut them down, and so there were some very nice things that were said that didn't end up making it into that. Next year, I'm hoping that we can return to our end of the year banquet in person, get a nice meal, spend some time together in community, do the award ceremony there. And I know we'll continue thinking about how we can celebrate all your achievements, your many achievements that are to come in the future. There's so many people deserving of honor, and for those who weren't celebrated this evening, please know that we do appreciate your hard work, your effort, your dedication, your passion for your team, for your sport, and for the Bard Department of Athletics and the community as a whole. One final note, I just wanted to thank all the students here at Bard, all the student athletes, for your commitment to keeping our community safe. I was on calls every week with the other Liberty League athletic directors this spring, and I know we were unique in what a safe campus we had this year. Your behavior meant that we didn't have COVID outbreaks. It meant that we didn't see any spread from athletic activities, and we were able to have practices and some games. So thank you all so much for that. This concludes the virtual award ceremony. Again, I'm the interim athletic director, David Lindholm, but I'm so grateful for everyone being here tonight. I hope you'll also thank me, or join me, sorry, in thanking all of our graduating seniors. Congratulations to all of you for what you've achieved, and please stay in touch and come back to campus next year and beyond. Thanks again, everyone, and have a great end to the school year. Have a good night. Bye-bye.